Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Aprajita Chatterjee, consultant neurologist at Fortis Anandapur, Kolkata. Today I'd like to talk to you about a problem that we all face in our day-to-day lives, that is headache. So when we talk about headaches, there are essentially two different kinds of headaches that we need to be aware about. There is something called as a primary headache and then something called as a secondary headache. Primary headaches are far more common. Now, what does primary headache mean? It essentially means that the headache is occurring due to the pain stimulation inside the brain. There is no other disorder other than the pain sensitivity which is inside your brain. And in all these primary headaches, the imaging of the brain, whether it be a CAT scan or an MRI scan, will essentially be normal. Of the primary headaches, there are two which we most frequently encounter in our outpatient practice. One is migraine, and the second is tension type headache. So, migraine is very common in the young adult and the adolescent group. It is twice as common in women in the reproductive age group as compared to that of the men. A typical migraine attack often starts with something known as an aura, which will be there in about one third of the patients. So, aura is nothing but some kind of a sensory phenomena which comes on before your headache actually starts. So, this aura could be in the form of flashing of lights, or it could be various patterns that you see in front of your eyes. After this, the patient usually will develop the headache. Migraine classically starts on one side of the head, which is what is referred to as hemicranial headache, and it is very severe, it is throbbing. Often it is associated with increased sensitivity to bright lights and loud sounds, which is what is called as photophobia and phonophobia. Patients often feel nauseated, they might vomit. Sometimes the headache comes down a bit after vomiting, and usually the pain is quite debilitating and patient is unable to go on with their daily activities. Often they prefer to lie down in a quiet dark room, and if they're able to sleep, some of the headache might come down, and it alternates between the two sides. Migraine attacks can last pretty long, anywhere between 4 to 72 hours. The other common primary headache is what is known as a tension type headache. So tension type headache, it is like a band like sensation around your head, and it usually comes on in the evenings. Often it is precipitated by stress, lack of proper sleep, lack of proper diet. It is not as severe as migraine. It is a dull kind of headache, and with this, usually you do not have so much of photophobia. Some amount of sensitivity to sound might be there, and patients often are able to go about their daily activities even with this headache. The third type of primary headaches that we need to know about is something known as a trigeminal autonomic cephalalgia. So, of this, a common subtype is the one I'll be referring to, which is known as a cluster headache. Now, this is the most severe kind of headache out of all these three. This is often called as a suicide headache. Patients have actually committed suicide to get away from the severity of this headache. So, it always happens on one side only, and it is like a sharp stabbing kind of a pain. It can last from few minutes to a couple of hours, and often there is redness of eyes, tearing from eyes, nasal stuffiness during this period. Now, moving on to secondary headaches. As the name suggests, it is occurring due to a disorder somewhere else. It's not primary nociceptive pathway of the brain that is affected. Now, often one of the secondary headaches that we see is sinusitis. So, if you have sinus infection, you wake up with a headache in the mornings. If you bend forward, the headache becomes worse. Other causes could be an infection inside the brain, which is what is referred as meningitis. Sometimes strokes can come with headache. Bleeding inside the brain, what we refer to as intracerebral hemorrhage, can come with headache. Tumors, slow growing tumors, or even fast growing tumors can come with headache. So, these are some of the secondary causes of headache. So, what are the symptoms which should alert you that you need to come to a doctor quickly and get it assessed? So, if it is a new kind of headache which you have not had earlier, which has come on, which is becoming more severe, more frequent, it is getting in the in your daily activities, it's affecting your daily activities, or along with headache, you are having some other symptoms such as you're not able to move half of the body, your speech is getting slurred, you're not getting sleep, or you're having fever or weight loss along with a headache, or it is a very, very severe headache, something what is referred to as a thunderclap headache, and you're exactly able to pinpoint when it started. So, these are ominous signs, and if these happen, then it is very important that you go consult your neurologist. Shortly about the treatment of headaches. So, for the primary headaches, we have two different kinds of treatment. If you have very frequent and severe headaches, what we give you is what is known as a prophylaxis. This basically resets the pain pathway inside the brain, and they prevent you from getting frequent and severe attacks of headache. Along with that, we also give you SOS medications. As and when you have the headache, you are supposed to use them. Obviously, the treatment of secondary headaches would be treatment of the underlying cause which is leading to the headache. Also, a very important thing that we need to remember in all kinds of headache is that lifestyle is of paramount importance. A good healthy lifestyle where you're getting enough sleep, you're getting enough rest, you are relatively stress free as far as possible, you're eating at right times, you're not eating a lot of junk food, you're staying hydrated, not overdoing the caffeine. So these would go a long way in preventing repeated attacks of headache. So I'll end with this. Thank you.